Welcome to the Principal's Chamber. Today we are here to talk about Students Excellence Spotlight. This is our episode 4 that we are going through. And I'm very happy to have you all here, the grade 9 students, who are the architects of the future, I would say. And we are not going to talk just about academic excellence. Here we'll go beyond that to the real life scenario, the real world. So let's start the talk now. We'll be having sort of a discussion now with you, 3-4 of you here. And let us hope that we are able to give a message to the other students as well.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to introduce first, I'm very happy to have you here, Rajkumar, who has gone beyond the traditional textbook and has learned himself about, he has used internet to learn about design, UI, UX design and video editing. Okay, and then I also am very happy to have with me here Shanaya
Thank you,
Madhukar,
ma'am.
who has taught herself the fundamentals of digital marketing. And then very pleased to have here also Aditya Roy,
Thank you, ma'am.
who has stepped up into that high stakes world of stock market trading and finance, something which at present most of the children, most of the students would not even know how to manage a bank account, and you are venturing into something where you are analyzing the market.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we have with us Nirmal Srivastav. So happy to have you here. You are, I would say, the accelerated learner. You have set a goal for yourself to be recognized as a genius learner. By the time you're 16, you are using the internet, all the digital tools and AI and other facilities, technology to master any and every subject. You want to be the master of every subject. So that is something, a great goal that you have set for yourself. So I am really pleased to have this panel here with me of my grade 9 students. Welcome everyone. Here we'll get into the world of the global thoughts about technology and finance. So my first question is to Rajkumar.
Yes.
You have dabbled in this, you have taught yourself graphic design,
Yes, ma'am.
UI and UX design and video editing.
Yes.
So can you tell me how and what about it? Like, how did you get about it?
First of all, thank you, ma'am, for giving the opportunity to be the part of this podcast. I have learned graphic designing and video editing when I was in class 6. In grade 6, I started exploring these fields like graphic designing and video editing. I have learned this with the help of YouTube tutorials and with help of AI explanations.
Okay.
YouTube tutorials have helped me a lot as the explanation is very much concise and user friendly. And with the help of UI, with the help of AI designing, I have improved my graphic designing a lot.
Okay, so it is basically you have upskilled yourself or learned the new skills through YouTube videos.
Yes, ma'am.
And then that is how and how did you get that motivation to start it?
Ma'am, whenever I
Going
saw,
beyond in the school, you are the one who did not wait for to get something in the syllabus in the school textbooks. You
Yes.
just thought that you should learn something different, and then you started learning about this. So from where did the motivation come? Can you tell about it?
ma'am, whenever I saw someone of my age
Yeah.
exploring something new and creating something by their own, that point of that feeling that motivated me that I can also do it.
Okay.
And with that curiosity and motivation, I started learning these skills. And these were video editing and content creation and graphic designing.
Fine. So that was something that just came on your own. That is the motivation you felt, that you saw around you that there are people doing many things, and you thought that you should also start doing something and learn something different or new, a
Yes.
new skill. So that's great, that how learning a new skill can really expand your horizons, expand your brain capacity, and and make you do so many things, and maybe make you future ready, we would say. You
Yes.
think these skills are required in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Because you become future ready, and in the future we expect, what we call careers are going to be, what we say, future proof careers, because there are certain things that you learn, the skills never go out of, you know they don't become obsolete.
Yes.
If you get a degree might go out of, the new things might change, the job market might change, the scenario might change in the future, but the skills, if you are adaptive skills you have learned, you can keep learning. You have got that habit of learning skills, don't you think so? Do you
Yes,
Yes.
agree
ma'am.
with
Yes,
me?
ma'am.
Okay, so now we have seen that creation is what you wanted to do. You're
Yes.
creating things.
Yes.
So, what have you created? You have done something based on your what you learned yourself.
Yes, ma'am, I have applied it practically.
Yes.
I have contacted so many influencers and professional creators, and from that I have taken those deals. And with
Okay.
that deals, I have seen that I can make those things very much greatly. And by the practice, I have seen that I have improved a lot. That
Okay.
made me feel that yes, I can do it.
So you contacted some influencers who were already posting their content on the YouTube,
Yes.
and you helped. You created thumbnails, I
Yes,
believe,
ma'am.
for them. And did you any time make any kind of? Did you earn as well?
Yes, ma'am. I also earned, like, for the first time when I did, I got like 500 rupees for the first
Okay,
time.
that's great. First time that you did it, you got 500
Yes,
rupees.
ma'am.
That is, I think that is great by itself. That you have already earned something, you learned yourself, you created, and you were able to get it to someone
Yes.
who needed it and used it as well. That's really great to know. So we have seen that something which was created by you, and then for creating, getting any skill and creating something, I think we next to add value to it, we need some kind of marketing as well.
Yes.
Marketing is required if you want to add value to the skills that you have acquired. So now my next question is to Shinaya. You have taken the fundamentals of learned the fundamentals of digital marketing.
Yes, ma'am.
If I had to, if I gave you all the resources to start a new digital, some kind of a business,
Yes, ma'am.
so what service or what product would that be which you will offer to the world?
That's a very thoughtful question, ma'am. The services or the products I can sell to the world would be, first of all, it would be websites, as the websites has all the details about the brands, that what a brand is selling about or what the brand has the speciality on, so the clients can have the access to the brand ambassadors or the owners of whatever they are selling the products. Or
Okay.
other than that, if they have the business of transport of anything, everything would be listed down as the key points, and in a highlighted way
So
they
you
can
would.
contact people.
Hmm.
After that, I can run meta ads. As for example, someone has a college or a school and no one is aware about it, I can do
Okay.
the meta ad runs in that particular area, that people who are wasting their time on scrolling,
Hmm.
they can have the idea that what things are actually going on nearby, and they can
Okay.
explore new things.
Hmm.
Other than that, I can make pamphlet templates and move from where
So you can
companies.
have so many of these.
Yes, ma'am.
I just asked you about one, but you are offering me an answer for so many different businesses or entrepreneurial activities that you might engage in with your acquired skills, which you have acquired on your own by
Yes,
using the
ma'am.
internet. So can you tell me again as to how you thought about it, or what was the motivation behind you going beyond the classroom textbooks and learning these kind of skills and upgrading yourself? Can you tell me?
Ma'am, in the starting, I was not at all aware about any technology or AI. It was my father who brought up to me such things that you should learn new things. And
Okay.
in the starting, I was like, So I did the course of IID Mumbai. It was
Okay.
an online course. I learned new things, and it from there I gained interest that how things work, and that was really very interesting to me. Like beyond the textbooks, like
Yes.
in the textbook we just have to learn few things, and we have to apply the things as it is. We cannot do anything creative.
Yeah.
But in the technology or AI, we can have our own creative ideas and visuals, and through that, we can connect to the world, help in the economy, and many more. So
Okay.
that is how it started, and still I'm into that path. And I think that what my aim is to have in AI field, I may get it.
So here it was also you said that it was your father who motivated you uh, and showed you the path that you could be doing some other courses as well. So it's not just that you have just gone through the YouTube or some other content that is available. You have also gone through a proper course,
Yes, ma'am.
online course, and learnt the new skills that you have learned, and 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 that has been useful for you. Have
Yes,
you
ma'am.
been able to use it, applied it practically anywhere?
I have applied it practically. Like my sister runs a cafe and a salon. So
Okay.
in the beginning, no one was aware about it that there is something in that area. I did
Okay.
the meta ads. I'm also a digital marketer and a social media manager. So
Very
I
good.
managed all the social media platforms of Instagram, Facebooks, and many more. From where she got the clients, and people were able to connect her,
So
and that
here we have
was.
our budding entrepreneur already. So you have already applied your skills. You helped your sister to increase her, business.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is a really great thing that is happening here. So when we have the creators, we have the creator as well as for somebody who is talking about the marketing aspect of uh, doing business, perhaps. Now let us talk the finance part or the money. Now we talk about money because mostly whatever we do, usually it ends with that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Besides getting your able to fulfill your passion or your interest, but there is something where we talk of money as well. So let me ask my next question to um, Aditya.
Yes,
Aditya,
ma'am.
do you think grade 9 would be the right kind of a class? Because you all are in grade 9, my question is like that. For the students to learn about stock markets or trading, cryptocurrency or personal finance. So, do you think that is the right time for the students? Should they start learning about such things?
First of all, I'm very honorable that you have chosen me to come on this podcast. And as per your question, Mama, I strongly believe that a grade 9 student should learn about stock market and personal finance, investment, and cryptocurrency,
Okay.
because these are the very crucial and very basic skills that a person needs just after earning, when he starts earning or managing money.
Okay.
And I would just want to explain this with a two example of two students,
Yeah.
like student A who have knowledge about personal finance, and he knows how to invest and where to invest, and
Okay.
student B who is very good in his grades, but he cannot manage his money, or he don't know anything about personal finance. So student A can end up living a good life and a peaceful life because he knows he don't have any burden on him, like debt burdens or cash. Credit card bills burden. But student B is a very good student, but he don't know about managing his money, so he
Very
cannot
right.
know how to invest his money and how to pay his bills, credit card bills, and how to get out of the trap of debt burdens and everything.
Okay, so it's not exactly just that the student is managing their own money, because at this point of time, mostly when you are students, it's not all of you would not be exactly at that stage where you are earning, because this is just you are learning some skills which might be helpful for you for the future. And at the same time, if you are earning as well, that is a cherry on the top of the cake. So now, yes, you feel that at least the students should know how to manage their
They,
personal finances. They should
yes, ma'am.
understand what money is, what finance is, so that they know that it it's a big cycle. It's what makes everything run.
Yes, ma'am.
And what people, when they are coming to school, they are learning various things. At the end, they have to manage their lives with what they have learned, and then, of course, the money part comes there. If they manage it well, as you said, they will be more peaceful, they will not get into debt traps, they will know how to handle themselves and plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
you agree to all that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, about it is just a candid, I mean, you can just answer this question. Any one of you can answer this question. In this age where Google has all the answers, everything is available on the internet, do you think what one thing or anything which a human teacher adds which AI cannot replace? Anyone of you can answer. A human teacher.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
like everyone says that using AI increase your knowledge. I even say that, but there is a very vast difference between like learning from a teacher than learning from a AI. Because a teacher is like a person, a comfortable zone which do have emotions, and which and the teacher like there is a interaction between the teacher and the student.
Okay.
So that kind of learning is very different from the AI learning, because the teacher can put up example from today's world related to our life even, and because he knows us very well, he
Okay.
can teach us very well in a very different manner, so
Fine.
we can easily understand that.
So your point is, your take is that a teacher adds the emotions so you wouldn't find on an AI tool, or if you use AI,
Yes,
and the
ma'am.
emotional intelligence or understanding individual differences between the various students can be done by the teacher only, or empathy can be given by the
Ma'am, the
teacher.
emotional bond can never be replaced with a AI or a robot, which we find in a teacher. Like the teacher can read our face when we are not well, when we don't want to study. They can read our face, but AI cannot.
Exactly. So that is an important point. You feel that AI cannot totally replace the human teacher, although AI is, it helps in increasing the efficiency. As any one of you can answer this, you take AI as it helps you in your schoolwork. Anybody uses AI for doing your schoolwork?
Mom, I uses a notebook LM, which is a AI of Google only. It helps me to like sort my exams portions, and it helps me to like understand each and every topic. So like I just watched a tutorial video of anyone, and just put it I've shared the link with that
Okay.
notebook LM, and then it generates a PPT where it explains every key points, and gives me the flashcards, provides me the flashcards and quizzes, so that I can remind everything and cover up easily. Revisions can be done quickly.
Fine. So you're using it very creatively again. You are not using AI just for putting the question there and the answer is given to you and you copy it down on the notebook. It is that you are interacting
Yes, ma'am.
with AI. You are putting your own prompts. You are getting your own answers to what you are trying to research.
Yes.
That's very great. Okay. So Rajkumar, can you tell me what have you ever used AI or any other digital technology which is available to understand a difficult concept?
Yes, ma'am, I have used AI. In my academics, I have used AI, and for to learn new things, I have used AI. AI is basically it works on our prompts. How we give it the prompts, it gives the same result.
Yes.
As for example, if I give a prompt to AI
Yeah.
that explain me this difficult topic as the level of a 12-year-old boy, so that that boy can also understand.
Yeah.
So that AI will also react in that way, and it will provide the best and clear explanation, and that explanation will bring me the conceptual clarity so that I can understand it more better.
So you're not using it blindly. It's not just that, it is more of an interaction. Again, it is depending upon your prompts that you give.
Yes, ma'am.
It's exactly what you want. The answer you want, you can ask that question.
Yes, ma'am.
That's there. Yeah, I feel that it is a great way to learn. Don't
Yes,
you
ma'am.
think so? And
Yes, ma'am.
you
Yes, ma'am.
believe that here you have, if there is a classroom explanation being given by a teacher, maybe they will explain it for the entire class, and each individual might have their own specific doubt, or they might want to know something extra about a specific part of that content which is being explained. So maybe if you use it properly, the AI tools, you would be able to get good answers. It all depends upon how you prompt, how you interact with it.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
You,
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya also mentioned that
Yes,
he
ma'am.
interacts with the AI tools. Say you put your prompts there and you get the answers.
Yes.
Yes,
And you
ma'am.
feel that it really helps you.
Yes,
Because it
ma'am.
is
Yes.
more individualized, more personalized.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Except the human touch
Yes, ma'am.
will not be
Yes.
there here. The human touch of the teacher will not be there, but the teachers have their own constraints when they are dealing with the entire class. So maybe it helps. It does.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I got the content from Rajkumar. He said that you put your prompts, whatever you would want exactly, like you said,
Yes.
how you would explain to a class 12 or to a beginner or to a person who has some knowledge of this topic, and they would tell you. Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. So in this world of age of deep fakes and misinformation, this is another question which is open to all of you. Anybody who wants to answer. There is how do you verify that what is available online, because you are using a lot of technology on internet for your various things. So how do you verify that these things, what things are actually true and what things are to be believed?
Ma'am, we can use a lot of platforms. For example, there are a lot of platforms on which we can go and search about, for example, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, or Claude. But I most probably use Claude as it's Google is the investor, so it's 100% secure. It uses the real life examples to explain you. It uses the present information, not on the
Okay.
basis of the past or someone has told them that kind of information. It does not use us that way. So you can find things which are true and you can believe because the Google is the investor.
So fine. So you go to such source where you are sure that they are all the security, there is security, and they are very reliable sources.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
example, you mentioned that wherever it is from Google, you know that it would be
Yes, ma'am.
properly safe and secure for you, and then no information would be a false information.
Yes, ma'am.
So you verify any kind of do you actually, so you use your source that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sometimes if you ask for the files, like on what evidence you are saying that that's true,
Okay.
it also mentioned the sites from where it has extracted in the binary form. It's extract and then it gives the answer in the form we understand.
Yeah.
So in that way it connects the dot and brings such websites to us from where we can see that yes, it's 100% true.
Okay, so you are very careful. So now I can see that what makes you that person who uses technology and goes beyond the textbooks and the prescribed syllabus which is there, because you also know how to keep yourself safe, how to use the correct information,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
where you should go and learn those things. And of course, so now we see that when we talk about technology, it's not basically a distraction.
No,
Don't
ma'am.
consider it as a distraction.
No, ma'am.
And it is something which engages you. You feel connected with it,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
and you feel that it offers you a vast world of exploration, research. There are so many things which you can learn, and there is a wide world out there, and so many new things can be learned. So it is more of something which adds value to your general academic pursuits. Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
Am
ma'am.
I
Yes,
right
ma'am.
in that? So it's not a distraction for you. Although I believe that it is something which people use for entertainment as well, and it should be.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Technology,
Yes, ma'am.
you feel that it should be used for entertainment also?
Yes, ma'am.
Both should be balanced, like entertainment and learning skill, different kind of skills.
It should be balanced, so you can use.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what about when we talk about your personal engagements? Suppose you have to engage with your friends. So, do you prefer again in the world of technology, or you also would like to combine it with personal interactions, face to face meetings? Or how do you go about it?
Ma'am, I could prefer a mix
Yes,
of both
Aditya.
because like we don't have much time. We have a limited time of 24 hours and we have
Yeah.
to do everything in that 24 hours. So if I have something very important to connect with someone.
Yes.
So I will prefer online and AI, like online to connect with them.
Basically, any social media or
Yeah, or
anything,
any social
basically
media.
using technology,
Indeed.
using your
Yes,
internet
ma'am.
to connect with them. So you also feel equally comfortable or more comfortable? In what do you feel, equally comfortable or more comfortable? How is it?
I'm equally comfortable. Like both are okay for me.
Okay.
Going through them and talking personally and meeting them online.
Nirmal has mentioned that he is more comfortable with the face-to-face
Yes, ma'am.
interaction with the friends. If it is meant for general
Like,
socializing
yes.
or interacting for entertainment purposes. What about you, Rajkumar? Do you have
I feel equally comfortable.
on both the
Yes.
using both the media,
Yes.
whether you are online or you are face-to-face, you feel equally
Yes.
comfortable? Okay. What about you, Shania?
Ma'am, I feel the same, but I would say that as Nirmal said that he's more comfortable in personal and because of the lack of expression that he's not able to see. So we can see their facial expression in the video calls too. And I believe that I'm more comfortable in the form of the AI form. Like we can have the video call chats, and on that we can see each other, talk about it, and we can keep the phone or laptop anywhere. We can be comfortable at our home or whatever place we are, and I feel that that is the most effective
You get
way.
the same vibes. I mean, it's not like, but you said that it is more comfortable face to face.
Yes,
Although
ma'am.
video calls or meeting your friends over video call as well is equally good for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, can you tell me a few things that you have learned? Yes.
I'm like I have learned many things about the Indian philosophy and the Greek philosophy. Like I want to learn everything, so I go step by step. Like
Okay.
and here it comes like I take help from AI to
Okay.
give me a proper chart from where to start and where to end. So
Okay.
there is no end for knowledge, as we know that.
So you even learned about Indian philosophy. So
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
something abstract, and naturally we don't have that in our school textbooks. We don't have them teaching now at present. So and then, do you think by 2030, if we talk of 2030, not very far away, the board exams, when we have class 10 board exams, would the marks matter more, or the portfolio of skills or competencies, the core competencies which have been built up by the students are going to matter more? You know, so many changes have taken place,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
and seeing the world, also how the world is moving, how the future is going to be. Class 10 board exams marks, will they matter more, or will your portfolio of skills that you have built up and the competencies that you are built up are going to matter more? Who's going to answer? You will answer?
Ma'am, the world is changing very rapidly, as we know. So, like, if we will talk about a more practical thing, like the thing which is more practical, so skills always matter because skills are not some written words or lines in the book. Skills will always stay with you till the end of your life,
Yeah.
and you can do earn from those skills. And like there's a very big difference between learning and like doing rote learning and learning different kinds of skills.
So skills are going to matter, and
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
also the trend. I mean, what is expected also to know, upgrade your skills, learn more and more core competencies, so that you should have adaptive skills. Skills you can change. Suppose these skills, whatever you have learned, some new things comes up. You should be able to immediately learn that because you are in the habit of learning all the time. Anything which is required. It's not just a fixed thing which is there in the book, a degree which you are supposed to get, and basically it's a practical application in the real world.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So anybody has to say anything? Or
Ma'am, I would like to add on this question which you
Yeah.
asked, that portfolio matters or
Yeah.
portfolio of a student with
Skills, yeah.
matters or a high percentage board. Ma'am, I strongly believe that a student's portfolio with skills will be mattering more in the future, upcoming years, like because we have experienced an AI boom and rapid industrial changes.
Yes.
And I want to give you an example of a book I read, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
He states an example of his two dads One was quite rich, and the second one was poor.
Okay.
And but the main difference between them was the poor dad was very good in his academics, and he has a very excellent degree, but he ended up living a bad life because of he don't have skills, and beyond textbook he never went beyond the textbooks. But his rich dad went beyond the textbooks and explored the world and learned everything from the
Yes.
grassroots level. So he ended up living a joyful and peaceful life there. So I think upcoming years is of these examples only, and I want to end with this one.
Yeah, that is what, and you must have learned in your science, the survival of the fittest, and the more you are able to adapt,
Yes.
any species which is able to adapt is able to survive.
Yes.
So you should always be ready to adapt. Whatever new is happening, you should quickly adapt to it. You should take to it like a fish takes to water. You should start and dabbling into it and learning it. You cannot remain fixed to something which might not be required in future.
Yes, ma'am.
And we know that our education policy also says that only thing is to accept it and try to engross it and to make it a part of your lives. So it was very nice to have you all here, the grade 9 children. It's an eye opener for me. In fact, I'm sure it is something which others who will watch this will also learn. Thank you so much for being here with me in my chamber today, children.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
ma'am.
ma'am.